Welcome back, Trophy Hunters. I hope you had a great night of sleep because we are about to start our second day in Seattle. I'm going to go subchapter by subchapter and show you all of the collectibles. So let's start off in the first area, Hillcrest. As soon as you spawn into the game world, immediately turn around and then drop down here. See the truck? Just break open the glass and then pick up the trading card. As soon as you get this, climb back out, and then we're going to go down to the laundromat, which will be the second building on the left-hand side, I believe. Well, I guess the third building, and a barber shop and whatever that is. So we got a laundromat here. I'm going to go in here to the back corner office, back left side here, and we're going to find the artifact. And then I'm going to actually exit this building and go into another one across the street. So second collectible is an artifact. So as I mentioned, we're going to go hop back out and go across the street. Now, inside of this clothing store, you're going to see a door here to the right. You can't go in there, but we can come out it. So in order to get into that area, you have to come around and drop down in the little basement area. And there's going to be a workbench. There was also going to be one other item here. So let's go ahead and pick that up. It's going to be an artifact. All right, now you can go back up the stairs and open that door. And then we're going to move on. So we're going to leave that building. Now, I'm going to jump up here, and I'm going to do just a quick little cut. I want to just try to cut out as much little story stuff as possible. So watch for the edit right there. All right, so you see the coffee shop right across the street. You know how much I love me some coffee. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to do that. We're going to do a journal entry on the banner just to the left of that coffee shop. Now, once you've got that, now I'm going to, unfortunately, turn away from that coffee shop, head into the building on the other side, jump into it. We're going to find an artifact on the counter over here. And then from this location, we're going to go and get another artifact. So let's just go jump back out and head down the path here towards the right. And you're going to find kind of a dead end here, but you're going to see a climbing spot here. We're going to jump up a couple times. Now there's going to be two collectibles here inside this building, which you have to break open the glass to enter. First of which is going to be on the counter, as collectibles tend to be. So go ahead and pack that up, put it in our backpack, and I'm going to turn around and go right to the corner, and we'll find a trading card. All right, so a little bit later on, the next section, you're going to have to do kind of a little mini game puzzle. You'll find a workbench. When you leap across this building, it's going to be hard to miss this one. It'll be right in front of you. This is, of course, the story path. All right, so there's a couple other things we're going to do right in this immediate area. So from that same workbench, let's go ahead and pack it up and turn to my right. Don't go through that door just yet. See the bicycle, there's going to be a card, of course, in the spokes of a bicycle. And then I'm going to go into the next room, and we're going to find an artifact. Okay, so now I'm going to go head out to the door by the workbench, which is the story path. We're going to go exit the bike shop. Now we are going to see a liquor store across the street. You know how much I love me liquor too, so we'll go there in a moment. I promise this time we'll actually go there. But next to you when you come into this area is a tattoo parlor. You just want to go to the back corner. You'll see there's another back door that's going to lead out, so we're going to actually take that exit. And then we're going to find another dumpster. All you need to do is just move this, open the door. I'm going to do another edit for you. Inside of here is going to be a safe. Inside the safe is also going to be a player upgrade. So we're going to basically get two things out of here. The collectible is actually the safe, so 30, 82, 65 is a combination.
Oh, shit.
The upgrade itself is going to be a long gun holster. Now, the long gun holster is not actually tracked as a numbered collectible, but you do need to collect all of them for the platinum. All right, so now it is time to go get a training manual. We're going to go into the liquor store, finally. And first, I'm going to take a look here at my favorite vehicle in the game. So, yeah, let's go. Come and get me. Now hop into the liquor store. You'll see why I showed you the truck in a second. Now we're going to drop down into the basement. Now we're going to make our way. There's going to be some contact here But we're just going to make our way through to the back. You're going to see a crawling point here. If you want to crawl through there, feel free, or you can go into the other room and jump into it. And then we're going to go up the stairs into a toy store. Naughty Dog really loves their liquor stores and toy stores. All right, in here is the training manual. I believe this is the precision manual, which will improve your shooting skills with all sorts of various weapons that you will find in this game. All right, so speaking of that truck, I'm going to teleport myself back there and then just head over to the next building on this side of the street. Another pet store of some sort. Break in the back window. And then, of course, back here in the corner is going to be the artifact. Now, we're going to leave this building, but not from the way we just came in. We're actually going to go through a hole that's adjoining a restaurant bar. Actually, this is quite an establishment you would likely find me at. This is kind of my kind of place here. There was another quick edit for you, but I'm going to head into the back room. On the left side is going to be another artifact. This is actually where I got the combination for that safe earlier. I film things a little bit out of order how you see them sometimes. All right, so now we're heading towards the black smoke. You're going to jump over this fence. You have to. You see Naughty Dog White here. It's backyard. You're going to see another kid's playhouse over here in the corner. We're going to find a trading card in the back side of it. And then we're going to go inside the house for the next one. Inside the house, you'll just find it on the table here. Right next to some supplements. All right, a few more still in the Hillcrest area. We're going to see the artifact in the same room next to the kitchen, and then you're going to see an opening in the door going into the garage. I can't cut it because this is kind of tied to what we're doing. You'll get the bow after you defeat this enemy. So this is where you acquire. You just got to make sure you loot it. You do need to acquire all weapons as well for the platinum trophy, so I needed to make sure you guys knew exactly where that is. All right, so collectible number 19 in Hillcrest is in that same area. Look for a yellow or orange house kind of up the road a little bit from where you start, and then jump into it. Now, there's going to be a whole bunch of enemies in this area, so this is one of the encounters in the game. You'll know this area when you get to the series of houses here. Go up the stairs, go in the middle door upstairs. There will be another enemy in here. So kill, I believe it's a her. And then we're going to crawl underneath the bed and pick up the trading card. All right, so now we are heading to finding strings. As soon as you load into this subchapter, you want to just immediately go to your right, go to the cliff. This is an excellent photo mode opportunity, by the way.
Okay, what's going on?
Such a beautiful game. All right, and a little bit later on, now you and Joel will actually be paired up together. You start with Tommy, now Joel. One of the things I really love about this game is how kind of the combinations of characters that you get to play with.
Need a boost?
All right, so jump over the U-Haul thing. Joel will discover that this used to be flooded and you can't swim over there anymore, so you're going to backtrack. Before you do that, make sure you pick up the trading card in the back seat of this car. And then you and him are going to go inside yet another hotel. Flashbacks to Pittsburgh for you. You will find an artifact when you squeeze in the room, then jump into another one. We're going to exit this room across the hall. You'll see room 107. And the artifact will be right in front of you. And that'll actually be it for finding strings. There's only 3 collectibles. There'll be 20 collectibles, however, in the Seraphites chapter. So this is near the very beginning. You're going to have to push this gate open eventually. And you're going to see what looks like a 7-Eleven. Near the front of the store, on the right-hand side, we're going to find a trading card on the bottom shelf. Right by the checkout lanes here. Which is where you would normally find trading cards in convenience stores. All right, so now we're going to get an artifact. So I'm going to leave that 7-Eleven, convenience store, whatever it is. Go across the street over here. There's another liquor store. Hallelujah. We're going to go inside of this one and find an artifact. We're going to have to break open the glass to get in there. This artifact is actually dropped from an enemy. So I do have to show you the combat and encounter here. I believe it's going to be the last one that pops in here. He's going to come in from behind me. Or not. He's somewhere. There he is. And I missed. And he's hitting me. Let's just... There we go. Nice job. All right, so now we can pick up the artifact. I actually had to stomp that last one dead. So it was actually the second one that I killed that dropped from. Either way, that's the artifact. So now we're going to leave the bar or the liquor store and then head into the building across the street. Now you're going to see a Feel Her Love, a big thing painted in blood. Just walk up to that and then you hit triangle for the journal entry. And then you're going to find a trading card. This one's actually a little tricky. This is going to take us to a hidden room, a pretty well hidden room. There'll be 2 collectibles, this and an artifact. So climb up that, and then you're going to have a rope here, and then you're going to see some window panes. You're going to have to shoot these out or grab a brick or bottle and shoot out those over there. Grab the rope, and then toss it over so it's hanging. You'll see there's a little kind of triangle nub on the corners that'll hold it in place for you. All right, so now jump over to it, or go back the way you came, but it's quicker just to jump. Now we're going to swing over to a new set of rooms. There was a door that kind of joined the two, but it was locked from this side. That's kind of your clue that this area existed. All right, so once you're in here is the trading card. About 10 feet to the left of us is the artifact right on the ground. All right, so we're going to get back on the main road. We're going to just continue up Interstate 5. Your visual cue is going to be this black cat. When you see that black cat, you want to turn left. You'll see this truck here. Now, we're going to go inside this building here to my right. There's 2 ways to get into it. You can either go to the right of the front entrance and go through the basement, or climb up here and then jump over to the next set of windows. And then break in from this point. Now, in the middle of this room is going to be an artifact. On this artifact is going to be a safe combination. So let's go to the safe, which is in a bedroom. In addition to this safe, which I'll pop up the combination here in just a moment, in addition to this safe is going to be another, I believe, trading card. So we're going to have to get that before we go out. So we got 8/10/83, which was their wedding date, I believe, of the couple who used to live here, if you want to read the lore. All right, so here in the nightstand, again, the trading card. But we are staying in this building. We got a few more things we need to do. We're going to head over to a workbench. So we're going to make our way through a series of apartments. This is a whole optional area. It's kind of neat how much is built into this game. Keep going through all the doors until you make it to a workbench. I will have to do another edit for reasons you will find out. And then once that is done, we're going to get another artifact just to the left. Now, there's 2 things in this room. An artifact right here in front of the TV, and then there's also going to be a training manual. And this, I believe, is the explosives training manual.
Ugh. I thought it was a...
So 2 collectibles here.
I'll read this later.
I think there were 6 total in that building. All right, so you're going to continue on the main path now. You're going to just walk up some stairs, climb up about a 5-foot wall, maybe a 6-foot wall, and I believe this is probably a story automatic journal entry, but here it is. You see the hospital way out in the distance. That is where she is heading. And next up, we got a trading card. So from that spot, we're going to turn right, go into the next building. We need to get down to the first level. Do it without falling to your death. So I'm just going to come up over here, go prone. And this will drop me right by a door. Unfortunately, that door is not going to let you in. So we're going to have to make our way around and break our way through more glass. The puzzles aren't really getting any more clever. All right, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and use an arrow. Why not? Break it open, drop in. It's going to be in the back left corner in the middle drawer. All right, so you're going to continue on. You're going to make your way through a park. You're going to see a big door in the corner there. It's kind of glowing. That's where we're going to go next. But first, look for the bus stop, and that is going to be our second journal entry of the Seraphites subchapter. Once you get that journal entry, there's a pretty good melee weapon there. Pick that up as well. Go inside the next door. Eventually, you'll be able to squeeze in here, I promise.
All right.
All right, so as soon as you enter, we're just going to go up the stairs and go to the opposite corner. You can go left, you can go right, it doesn't matter. Just go to the opposite corner. You're going to find a trading card. It's right there on the ground. And now we're going to go through the door that was very, very close to where the top of the stairs was. Stairs are to the right. So here's the door. We're going to go through that door. This is story path. You're supposed to go in here and then get the street level by taking the ladder down. Instead, we're going to go up. Break through this glass. You're going to see a dead body in the back right corner on the ground in front of it. It's the artifact. So we are now finally going to make our way quite a bit later near to a pharmacy. Another pharmacy. You can see it right in front of us. Now, I want you to know that it's going to feel like you missed this collectible. That's because there's such a long gap between that previous one and this one. So the collectible pacing, unfortunately, wasn't very good here. So if you think you missed it, don't worry. Get inside the pharmacy, and you can then pick up the trading card, hop around the counter, and then pick up the artifact. So the trading card and the artifact. Got a few more here in the Seraphites. We got a safe. So from that same pharmacy, we're going to go into the back room, crawl into it, find the safe. Now, the combination was on that previous artifact, so here it is, 38, 55, 23.
What have you got for me?
A whole bunch of supplements there, too, by the way. That was a nice stash. All right, so we're going to stay in here, and there's a workbench. You'll find it. All right, so finally you're going to make your way to the hospital. You're going to make your way through a door, have to push these big, big boxes to block the door, and then you're going to head upstairs. You will find the final artifact here in this subchapter. Right up here, we're going to go off to the left office. You'll see it. Now, that's actually all of the collectibles here in Seattle Day 2. However, there is one extra collectible in the final subchapter. This is St. Mary's Hospital. Either Naughty Dog forgot to include it as in part of their tracker, or it was meant to be one of those just magnifying glass search items. Either way, it's a bonus one. If it gets patched, there it is.